The first half of 2024 was a challenging time for the crypto market. There was an increase in both regulatory scrutiny and institutional adoption. Despite these challenges, our market has shown an upward momentum, with the total crypto market capitalization increasing over the past 6 months. The crypto industry is gaining institutional adoption, so it's important to review significant market developments regularly. The crypto markets peaked in late 2021, and we are now nearing 3-year mark since that peak. This is a good time to step back and examine the state of the markets and key developments in various areas of the Web3 space. Today we will look at Coinpedia's half-year report for the first half of 2024. We'll explore the landscape of major crypto and Web3 sectors, including Layer 1 and Layer 2 solutions, stablecoins, decentralized finance, non-fungible tokens, and institutional adoption. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approved U.S.-listed Bitcoin exchange-traded funds in January. The SEC approved 11 applications from BlackRock, ARK Investments, Fidelity, Invesco, VanEck, and others to launch ETFs tracking Bitcoin, despite warnings from officials and investor advocates about associated risks. The Bitcoin ETFs are listed on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, and Chicago Board Options Exchange. In May, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill to establish a new legal framework for cryptocurrencies, despite a warning from the U.S. securities regulator about potential financial risks. And the U.S. passed the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, establishing a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies and outlining the responsibilities of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Crypto entrepreneur Sam Bankman-Fried was sentenced to 25 years in prison for defrauding hundreds of thousands of customers after the collapse of FTX, a popular digital currency exchange. And despite acknowledging Bankman-Fried's intelligence, U.S. District Judge Louis A. Kaplan harshly criticized him and his crimes before issuing a sentence that was half of what prosecutors wanted and much less than the 105 years recommended by probation officers. And then make sure that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission could approve Ether, spot price, exchange-traded funds by July 4th as talks between asset managers and regulators reached the final stages, told Reuters. It previously gave an initial green light for spot Ether ETF in May. 8 asset managers, including BlackRock, VanEck, Franklin Templeton, and Grayscale Investments, seek SEC approval for the funds. And Terraform Labs and its former CEO, Do Kwon, have agreed to a settlement with the SEC to pay $4.5 billion in disgorgement and civil penalties. The settlement also permanently bans Kwon and Terraform Labs from trading crypto asset securities, including all tokens in the Terra ecosystem. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, is facing legal battles in Nigeria as the country cracks down on the industry for allegedly facilitating criminal activity and undermining the Naira. In February, 2 Binance senior executives, Tigran Gambaryan and Nadeem Anjarwalla, were arrested in Nigeria for allegedly ignoring criminal activities like tax evasion and money laundering. And according to the government, Binance is responsible for weakening the Naira currency. In the first half of 2024, the Nigerian currency depreciated by nearly 40%, marking it as the worst performing currency during that time. In the initial 6 months of 2024, 89% of sectors witnessed a reduction in market capitalization, with more than 30 industries experiencing losses ranging from 20 to 40% in value. During the second quarter, only 3 sectors recorded positive growth, underscoring the tough market conditions. Nevertheless, certain unicorns have managed to continue their expansion and increase their market presence. Following a surge in meme coin popularity in March and early April, the market's attention has returned to stablecoins, which saw an 8.6% increase in market cap, as well as AI and big data sectors, which grew by 2.5%. The total crypto market started peaking from $1.7 trillion. And due to the launch of the Bitcoin ETF, it made a high near $2.75 trillion in March. However, the market cap then declined toward $2 trillion in May, following bearish market sentiment and several pump and dump news. And Ethereum, ranking second only to Bitcoin, implemented the eagerly awaited Dencun upgrade. This upgrade aims to boost growth on Layer 2 networks such as Arbitrum and Polygon by lowering their data fees. Technically classified as a hard fork in blockchain terms, the Dencun upgrade was initiated at Ethereum Epoch 269.56.8 and completed at 14 minutes and 10.1 USD on the 13th of March. The total market cap for Layer 1 smart contracts stands at $696 billion, down 3.57%. Ethereum leads among major L1s with a 62% dominance, its highest since 2024, triggered by the SEC's approval of Ethereum spot ETFs. BNB and Solana saw market cap increases of $42 billion and $18 billion YTD, respectively, boosting their market shares. Solana tops in daily active addresses with over 1.6 million, followed by BNB with 1 million. Both SUI and TON ecosystems have experienced increased network activity in the first half of 2024 due to recent grants and popular projects. Arbitrum and Base saw the biggest TVL increases in the first half of the year, with gains of 8.2 billion and 6.8 billion respectively. Coinbase's Base network has quickly become a standout since its launch in August 2023, now ranking as the third largest L2 by TVL, only behind Arbitrum and Optimism. Base has gained traction thanks to its active developer community, which deploys a record 22,000 contracts daily, attracting major apps like Friend, Tech, and Farcaster, and assume that in April, Linea's user activity spiked with the launch of its Linea Voyage the Surge campaign, which encouraged users to engage with DeFi protocols for a chance to win airdrop points. In early May, Arbitrum experienced a boost in transactions, likely driven by a rise in DeFi activities, as Uniswap Arbitrum transaction volume exceeded $150 billion. But by June, Base had surpassed Arbitrum in the user activity, probably due to the launch of Coinbase's smart wallet, which allows users to transact on-chain on Base without gas fees. However, Mode Network had the highest percentage gain in TVL, growing 26 times since its January 2024 mainnet launch. Mode, a DeFi-focused L2 built on the OP stack and supported by Optimism, EigenLayer, Renzo, and EtherFi, has seen significant growth, primarily due to its successful airdrop campaign. Fiat collateralized stablecoins dominate 96.6% of the total real-world assets market cap, followed by government securities at 1.65%, commodities at 1.21%, and other categories. USDT remains the leading stablecoin, achieving new market cap highs and growing by 22.4% in the year's first half. It remains the most traded token and serves as base pair for nearly 70% of all spot trading volume on centralized exchanges. After a decline last year, USDC recovered and increased its market cap by 32%. This growth is likely due to Circle's efforts to attract institutional clients and the establishment of Coinbase International, which expanded USDC's presence in markets outside the US. Launched in February 2024, Athena's USD has seen a remarkable 934% increase in market cap, offering a high yield of 33.5%. USD has attracted significant capital, despite the initiative of a dozen habits paid. This one for 7 and 15 to major. On April 17, 2024, Senators Kirsten Gillibrand and Cynthia Lummis introduced the bipartisan Lummis-Gillibrand Payment Stablecoin Act. This bill regulates payment stablecoins, aims to protect consumers, ensure U.S. dollar dominance, and upholds the dual banking system. It limits stablecoin issuance to U.S. dollar-backed ones approved by regulators, excluding algorithmic types. The Federal Reserve supervises these arrangements, ensuring one-to-one reserves and adherence to U.S. financial regulations. The bill was developed with insights from major U.S. regulatory bodies. On April 4th, Ripple revealed plans to introduce its own stablecoin, pegged 1-to-1 to the U.S. dollar, later this year alongside XRP. This move is seen as crucial for Ripple, aiming to connect traditional finance with decentralized finance. The announcement received positive feedback from both the crypto and traditional financial sectors due to rising institutional interest in stablecoins. Bitcoin price trend. Right after the approval of the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs, BTC experienced a 16.0% drop to a quarterly low of $39,505. It then surged by 85.0%, reaching a new all-time high of $73,098 before retracting by 18.0%. However, it recovered and ended the quarter at 71,247. Trading volume increased during the first quarter of 2024, averaging $34.1 billion daily, an 89.8% rise from $18.0 billion in the fourth quarter of 2020. And however, following Bitcoin's halving in April 2024, the network's 30-day moving average hash rate fell by 7% from a peak of 626 exahash per second to 580 EH second. To Coinmetrics researchers, this decline in hash rate shows miners challenges as they adjust to lower block rewards and a stagnant Bitcoin price. This resulted in a significant decline for BTC price, plunging it over 58K recently. Now, the dominance of Bitcoin surged in 2024's first half as it touched above 53% from the January's low of 50%. Ethereum price trend. Ethereum kicked off 2024 on a strong note financially. Eigenlayer remains a key driver, consistently expanding and total value locked. On the network front, the Dencun Redcoat upgrade stands out as Ethereum's most significant enhancement to date, effectively reducing roll-up fees as promised. Ethereum began 2024 on a rising note, mirroring Bitcoin's sharp surge following the approval of a spot ETF. In March, the price of ETH climbed above $4,000, but it subsequently fell below $3,000 as a result of various negative market developments. By May, the price of ETH experienced another surge following the SEC's approval of a spot Ethereum ETF and the conclusion of the SEC's investigation into Ethereum. And Solana price trend. On March 18, 2024, Solana witnessed a significant surge, surpassing the $200 threshold for the first time in 2 years and achieving its highest value since 2021. Much of Solana's recent trading activity has been on decentralized exchanges like Jupiter and Radium, where traders have been actively buying meme coins such as Bonk and Slurf. Additionally, DEXs based on Solana have consistently captured market share from Ethereum-based DEXs like Uniswap for almost several months. However, SOL prices faced multiple setbacks due to network outages, resulting in increased volatility in the starting of this year. Recently, Solana saw a surge in institutional interest as what is of add 21 shares. VanEck filed for Solana ETFs, and BlackRock is getting ready to file an exchange-traded fund for Solana. Meme coins price trend. Meme coins achieved the highest average returns of 1,312% among the top tokens. By market capitalization, meme coins launched in March, such as Book of Meme, Brett, Cat, and A Dog's World, climbed into the top 10 largest meme coins by market value by the first quarter's end. And Solana meme coins outperformed Ethereum meme coins by a factor of 8 year to date. Additionally, meme coins remained the most popular category in the first half of the year. And in the second quarter, Meme, WIF, and Slurf prices dominated the chart along with Bonk and Pepe. Notably, Brett meme coin made significant moves as it recorded a surge of as high as 727% in the first half of 2024. Currently, the market cap of meme coins is at $46.6 billion. Since the U.S. approved spot Bitcoin ETFs On January 10th, 2024, the global count of these ETFs has exceeded 70, attracting over $28 billion in new inflows. There's now a collective $72 billion in Bitcoin held by global institutions in these ETFs, significantly impacting market dynamics. These institutions typically adjust their holdings based on market volatility to their asset allocation strategies. In the U.S., over 1,000 institutions have invested in Bitcoin ETFs, totaling more than $11.5 billion, with hedge funds being the primary investors. According to recent SEC Form 13F filings, investment levels vary, with 18 institutions holding over $100 million, 102 holding over $10 million, and 371 holding over $1 million in Bitcoin ETFs. Over 1,000 U.S. institutions hold Bitcoin ETFs, with investments surpassing $11.5 billion, primarily in hedge funds. According to recent SEC Form 13F filings, investment levels in Bitcoin ETFs vary. 18 institutions hold assets over $100 million, 102 hold over $10 million, and 371 hold over $1 million. Generally, BTC ETF assets are a minor part of these institutions. And total assets under management. The leading holders, with assets exceeding $100 million, include prominent hedge funds and asset management companies like Millennium Management, Jane Street Group, and Schoenfeld Strategic Advisors. Investments in cryptocurrencies represent only a small fraction of their comprehensive asset management. SEC set to approve spot ETH ETF. On May 23, 2024, the SEC approved Ethereum spot ETFs for the U.S. market, resulting in a 17.7% increase in ETH prices on that day. Recently, the SEC has expedited the approval process for its trading, and analysts anticipate a final approval for spot ETH ETF trading by July 4th. And the global non-fungible token market is experiencing a significant decline in sales. According to the latest data, average NFT sale prices had dropped by nearly 70% in 6 months. For example, in the second quarter, the average NFT price was approximately $193, but by June it had fallen to about $79.17. The average sale price of NFTs fell by 59.11% in the second quarter of 2024 compared to the first quarter. Several BRC20 NFTs dominated the market, and Pizza Card, BRC20 NFTs created on the Bitcoin blockchain, have led rankings of NFT collections with increased sales volume. Following closely are DMarket, CryptoPunks, and Gods Unchained cards, securing second, third, and fourth places respectively on the list. This year, Ethereum has lost its previous dominance in NFT trading to Bitcoin due to the introduction of Bitcoin inscriptions and protocols like ordinals and runes, which have given Bitcoin a slight edge over Ethereum in total trading volume. Meanwhile, Solana leads in user activity metrics such as unique wallets and number of transactions, likely driven by its lower fees and faster transaction speeds. However, Ethereum's NFT trading volume and trader numbers are declining, mirroring a drop in both market capitalization and user activity within its NFT market. Solana experienced a boost in NFT trading starting in October 2023, primarily due to Tensor's airdrop campaign, which positioned it as the leading NFT marketplace on the Solana network. Post-TNSR airdrop, however, Tensor's trading volume declined, and a downturn in Solana's NFT trading volumes emerged, indicative of a wider slump in the overall NFT market during the first half of 2024. Despite a general decrease in total value locked across the DeFi sector since the start of the year, Ethereum continues to lead, holding approximately 84.3% of the TVL market share. This dominance is primarily attributed to DEX trading and staking activities. In contrast, Solana's activity predominantly revolves around meme-related transactions. In 2024, the DeFi sector saw several high-profile hacks. Notable incidents include the Alpha Finance hack with losses over $37 million, a $45 million Pancake Bunny exploit, and a $130 million breach in Cream Finance. The Poly network suffered one of the largest breaches, losing over $600 million, although some funds were returned. Other significant attacks included a $120 million loss at Bajadao, a $50 million exploit during uranium finances migration, and a $55 million attack on BZX protocol. With the rising activity in DeFi, it has also attracted regulatory attention. In February, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission widened its dealer definition to include more financial operations, such as those involving crypto securities. This expansion is significant for the digital asset sector, especially decentralized finance, indicating increased regulatory scrutiny. If passed, DeFi firms have been required to register themselves with regulatory bodies. Binance continued to dominate the first half of 2024. However, it faced several legal battles around the world. After paying $4.3 billion and CZ getting into prison, Binance faces a block in India, which made them pay over $2 million in fines for offering services to Indian customers without license. Additionally, it is currently facing several charges in Nigeria. Additionally, Coinbase faced significant trouble in the first half.
The SEC has requested that the court dismiss a subpoena from Crypto Exchange. Coinbase, which seeks documents concerning the crypto markets and personal communications from SEC Chair Gary Gensler. The SEC contends that the subpoena is irrelevant and excessively burdensome.
For DEX, Uniswap V2 and V3 continued to dominate the market with first and second positions. In February, the SEC proposed new regulations for decentralized exchanges. Under these rules, if implemented, any liquidity position over $50 million on decentralized exchanges would be required to register with the SEC. During the first half of 2024, major losses include an $80 million theft from Orbit Chain, a $290 million loss by PlateApp, and a $57 million scam involving Bitforex. Smaller scale incidents also resulted in significant damages, such as a $3 million loss by Kraken and a dual event loss totaling $22.8 million by Ululend. In January 2024, the sector saw $627.87 million raised, which slightly increased to $661.58 million in February. March marked a significant surge, with fundraising reaching $1.6 billion, and this upward trend continued into April, where it peaked at $1.8 billion. However, a gradual decline followed, with May recording $1.01 billion, June at $891.83 million. Over the last 6 months, the United States led the investment round significantly, with $1.72 billion being raised there. Interestingly, Animoca Brands and OKX continued to lead the investment for sector in crypto in 2024's first half. The most notable venture capital investment was Robinhood's acquisition of Bitstamp. This deal is set to enhance Robinhood's crypto services by incorporating Bitstamp's 50 active licenses and registrations worldwide. The first half of 2024 was marked by significant developments in the cryptocurrency market, including increased regulatory scrutiny and substantial institutional adoption. Key milestones such as the SEC's approval of Bitcoin ETFs and the establishment of a new legal framework for cryptocurrencies in the U.S. highlighted the period. Despite challenges, the market showed resilience with notable growth in the market capitalization. Looking ahead to the second half of 2024, the expected approval of Ethereum ETFs by the SEC and the recent hype in ETFs of several altcoins with growing institutional broadership is now moving in new failings. Adoption are likely to drive further market growth.